Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Heineman. I'm your host. This is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job or they don't. Hey, this one here is an ongoing saga. Young man made a video. It went viral. It was like 6.8 million views. People started calling, complaining to the sheriff. And he just lost his mind and came back and had the young man put a warrant out for his arrest for nothing. Made up 7 charges, reversed his opinion. It's just a fiasco. And this is the kind of crap that these clowns do. Remember me talking about scumbag sheriffs or police chiefs? You know, if the guys are bad, then 9 times out of 10, so are the sheriffs or the police chiefs. We know this because this is what happens. It becomes retaliatory, and even though there's nothing to back it up, they make charges. Okay. Now, with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 2 things to you. Okay. And these 2 things are something we want to try to get changed in the law. And this is the reason why. A violation of oath of office by a public official should be a felony. Okay. That's one. The second one is if an officer makes an arrest and or a charge, and the DA decides to throw it out or not charge the person, then the charge should go back on the charging officer. Okay. Now, 2 things. One is because of this right here. The other one is because they get promotions by charging us with crap that won't stick. And they know it won't stick. It's just, it's a complete waste of time and resources. It's a waste of time for the officer. Well, no, because he's trying to get a promotion. But the individual, the court system, and the DA's office. Okay, and this is all a sham. This is the way these clowns in uniform, in costume, get their promotions, and this needs to stop. So I can't do this by myself. I can only do it with your guys' help, and here's what we need to do. You need to get a hold of your congresspeople, your senators, your legislators, your governors, city council members, and mayors, and say you want to change the law, okay? That's how this gets done. Now, 1 or 2 people call, they're just going to ignore it. But 1,000 people call, 10,000 people call, 100,000 people call, now we're going to get something changed. Okay, so that's why we want to do this, because we're sick and tired of these costume clowns misusing the law, trying to get petty charges on somebody just because they got little feelers hurt, because all these phone calls came in because your deputies screw up, and then you're trying to cover your butt and everybody else's, or get even, or whatever you want to call it. Okay? This needs to stop. Now, that being said, this one here comes from Calm Before the Storm. This is actually his video, and go over and tell him I sent you over there. Subscribe to him. He has a couple videos. You can understand this whole saga thing going if you go to his site and watch the videos. I've seen them. I think this is all just a joke. And the amount of resources that are being wasted of our tax dollars, because these clowns work for us, okay? And they're trying to do trumped up charges just to cover their ass. And this is ridiculous. Absolutely, positively ridiculous. They're wasting our money to play games. And I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. So I'm calling to you guys to give us a hand and get this under control. So go to my site also, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. Also, hit the like and subscribe button, or the like and share button, and leave me a comment, please. Let me know how I'm doing, or if you like the videos, if you don't like the videos, give me some feedback here, people, so I know what's going on, or so I know what you guys want to see. All right, let's get into the video.
First, there was this. After an investigation, this.
All right, you're free to go.
This is kind of a big civil issue.
Then, after realizing the mistake they made,
because I was going to try to talk to him afterwards and ask him not to put this shit on YouTube.
but I did put it on YouTube. What I didn't know was it would end up going viral, which would lead to this. And to teach me a lesson for putting the video up, the sheriff reversed his decision on the complaint and filed 7 false charges and declared me a terrorist. This body cam footage is from the discovery in my court case. You let me know if you think Deputy Blake Lanou knows what he's talking about.
Great. I just have a couple of questions, and then that's really all I'm time. Does Arizona state law permit police officers, sheriff deputies, state troopers, law enforcement, to order people out of their vehicles without probable cause?
Yes, it's actually not an Arizona state law. It's a Supreme Court. It's a. Are you familiar with the Supreme Court case from 1977? It's called Pennsylvania Mims.
I'm sorry, called what?
Pennsylvania versus Mims.
I am not.
That
but
is,
I take your word for it.
That is the one. Yes, it's very detailed.
Okay.
You can look it up, read it. It is very detailed on what
so
it gives
Arizona and a police officer can just walk up to any random person and say, "I'm ordering you out of your car."
Well, no. Hang on. Let me slow you down a little bit. Let me slow you down.
So there is a little difference.
So that would be if there. So it's kind of the fruit of the poisonous tree type deal. We cannot just walk up to anybody and say, "Get out of your car."
Step out of the vehicle, please. Have I broken a law? No, but this officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle. We're gonna like you step out, and we can talk to you. Well, this isn't a traffic stop.
Step out of the car. We're giving you a lawful order.
Step out of the car. This is not a traffic stop. Step out of the car. And I have not broken a law.
There has to be some sort of a lawful traffic stop, or to be a lawful detention versus like an investigative detention, things like that.
So for a law enforcement officer to go into somebody's private property and order them out of their vehicle, what would constitute the officer trespassing?
That's very, very vague. I wouldn't be able to answer that without some type of specific scenario.
Vague. So if an officer received a call and somebody called in and said they've seen somebody doing something on, their property.
Okay.
In their vehicle, and they said that, whatever, said they've seen them doing drugs in their vehicle.
Okay.
On their own private property.
Okay.
What would allow you to enter
Who is reporting?
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So let's say the neighbor.
Okay.
This is such a hypothetical. That's probably.
I know it's very difficult for me to answer that legally, and I'm not going to put myself in any sort of situation where I'm answering.
Right. I'm trying to make it as clear as possible.
It's hypothetical. It's very difficult to answer a straight hypothetical question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can be much help with that.
Yeah, we won't even worry about that. That's just really you answered the only question I really had because the rest were pertaining to that, and so.
Yeah. Do you have is there a specific case or a specific situation that you were involved with that I can help you out with? Or, obviously we don't give legal advice, but I can refer you to case law or things like that.
Some of your deputies have been caught on camera saying that they can just order people out of their vehicles, which is completely untrue.
Okay.
Because you don't have any authority over any person unless they are, committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or you suspect them of committing a crime. And the officer was like, no, that's not true, which it is completely true. You can't just go up to somebody and tell them they have to get out of their vehicle.
Okay.
It's a fact. But they have, based on no crimes being committed, about to be committed, or, So I just wanted to clear that up. That's all.
Yeah, so to answer the question of whether or not we can remove people from a vehicle, yes, we can. It just they have to be legally detained at first.
There has to be certain criteria met, though, right?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Perfect. That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
I appreciate your time. Thank you for calling.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, guys, so what do you think about that? They have to follow the law. They know they have to follow the law, and they want to break the law, and then they cry when they get caught. So you got to remember, these are public officials. They're working for us. We pay for them, and we need to have them start doing their job. So let me know in the comments, and we'll go further from there. Thank you, and have a great and wonderful day. Thank you.